Welcome to another episode of Behind the Decks. Today, we'll be looking at the history of the civil service in Nigeria. The history of civil service in Nigeria can be traced back to the colonial era. Here is a brief overview. In the colonial period, the Nigerian civil service has its roots in the colonial organizations established by the British colonial masters. Organizations such as the Federal Public Service Commission was established on the 1st of April 1954 through the provision under Section 174 in Nigeria Order in Council of 1954. The commission at this stage was only an advisory body whose key mandate was advising the Governor General. Its position changed in 1956 with an amendment on the enabling legislations that gave the commission the power to appoint, promote, transfer, second, dismiss or otherwise discipline officers belonging to certain cadres. When Nigeria gained her independence on the 1st of October 1960 from the British colonial authority, efforts were made to nationalize the civil service, with more Nigerians taking roles previously held by the expatriates, because initially British expatriates were holding senior positions while Nigerians were only employed at the lower ranks. The idea of nationalization brought with it the problem of regionalization in the civil service, as each region only employed individuals from their region. The issue of qualification was not a consideration in the recruitment process. This system resulted in the segregation and sectionalism in the civil service, where all regions practiced regionalization in their respective civil service. In January 1966, Major General Agui Ironsi ascended the leadership of the nation after an unsuccessful coup attempt had taken most of its leaders. He was worried that a separate civil service would make the nation ungovernable and make the cession of any region viable. This made him to issue the Unification Decree on the 24th of May 1966, which he thought could unify the previously separated civil service in each of the regions. Unfortunately, the nation was already at the verge of a great turmoil as the civil war would begin the following year. The Nigerian Civil War of the 1967 to 1970 severely impacted the civil service, leaving a broken system in need of great reformation. Post-war reconstruction efforts aimed at national unity also led to reforms in the civil service. The discovery of oil wealth in the 1970s led to a dramatic increase in government revenue and a corresponding expansion of the civil service. In 1975, General Murtala Mohammed inaugurated the Public Service Commission disciplinary proceedings and immediately purged the civil service of those it considered not needed. His anti-corruption crusade spread the entire public service and led to the dismissal of over 10,000 public servants nationwide. This created a new problem as competent civil servants were dismissed in the purge. Their dismissal resulted in inefficiency, corruption, and bureaucratic red tape that would plague the Nigeria civil service. The responsibility to perform the function of appointments, promotion, and discipline in the public service, and was later changed to the Federal Civil Service Commission under Section 140B of the 1979 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The history of the civil service in Nigeria has been shaped by a complex interplay of colonial legacies, post-independence nationalism, military interventions, economic booms, and continuous efforts at reforms and modernization. Early 21st century, effort to reform and modernize the Nigerian civil service continued. This included measures to improve efficiency, reduce corruption, and incorporate information technology into government operations. Such reforms were often seen as critical for national development and good governance in Nigeria. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, we'll be looking at some of the reforms that have been implemented in the Nigeria civil service and the factors that were responsible for such reform measures and how effective were they implemented and how impactful were these reforms on Nigerians. Please like this video and share your thoughts in the comment section. Also subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the episode of Behind the Desk. Thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.